It's hump day. Things are still pretty darn slow and pretty darn ridiculous out here. Around this time of year for the property managements, at the end of summer, people are either like really starting to move in and really starting to move out. So like this is kind of around the time where we get to do a good amount of PMs. But this one's not even a property management. This one is, I think somebody's flipping this. So more or less, I got to do an inspection for the I guess the new buyers or the sellers or whatever. So we're gonna go through here on this system and see if this thing is working properly. Got to clean some stuff and just give a mild-mannered evaluation of the system. Let's check it out. MTV Cribs, that's actually some beautiful countertops, I'm not gonna lie. Let's see what we got. Typical little Pro T701 thermostat. This one's fairly dirty. They must have not either covered it properly when they did the paint job, but that's just, that screen's pretty dirty. Let's look at the system. Off rip, I don't see any kind of like, I guess you could call it a disconnect switch, but like the light switch to cut the furnace off or on. Sometimes those are located outside and I'll leave like a label on it, but it's because it's not a furnace, or at least not a gas one. Got us a carrier. 2.5 ton from 2019. The cover's off the breaker. Look at that wire coming in. And that's the wire going to the air handler. I'm gonna hope and pray that this drain line goes all the way outside and it doesn't like go into the concrete pad of the house, but there's some gunk buildup right there. All right, first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut this up so it doesn't cut on right now. Oh, is it locked out? Oh no, all right, I wasn't hitting it hard enough. Let's just look at this stuff before I start doing things. And here's the drain. Awesome. Coil looks not half bad. Could be a heck of a lot worse. I'll take the top off. Spray from the inside out on this. Make this look a lot better than what it is. I'm wondering if for this drain, let me see something here. Take my bag off. Okay, so the pipe does seem to go all the way in there, and I can rotate this 90 up. I'm wondering if I should extend this up and run it down the slab, because if I just leave it there, this is just going to build up with dirt. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to end up doing on that, just to make it functional. I wonder if there's even a P-trap under the unit. Let's see. And there is a trap here. Oh, a union. That's crazy. See, the bad part is I don't want to, I might end up having to leave that outside the way that it is, because I don't want to double trap the system. Unless, I don't know, I'll figure that out later. But pretty much you don't want to have 2 traps unless I put a vent right here, or remove that coupling, put a T here, and put a vent piece coming up here. I don't want to put a trap or make another trap outside unnecessarily. So I'll play that one by ear for right now. Oh, that filter is just, are both of these dirty? I'm shaking that, there's no dust off of it. Hold it up to the light. It's like stained. But even that one's not really that dirty. There's some flakes on it, but we'll remove it and swap it with that other one. All right. So we'll start from in here and work our way outside. So just inspecting everything, looking at the wiring. I don't think that the, let me see if I can get the fan blades to show up in there. No, I'll have to flip the camera around. But I was getting ready to just kind of spray this with some coil cleaner. And I was like, man, that is just ridiculous. I'm gonna have to try to brush it first. And then spray the non-rinsing coil cleaner on it, and hopefully that can do something to it. Looked on the notes, and they want me to try to replace the cover for this. I don't know where I could find this box. I'm half tempted to just get a piece of sheet metal and just like screw it up here and have it just be like a little flap. But I mean, honestly, I don't know. I don't see anything really too much wrong with it. It's not like, you know, this plate is exposed and the wires are exposed. I mean, it's no different than your breaker panel, just without the, you know, the little piece in front of it. I don't even see it anywhere in here. So I don't know what that, is it up here? No. So I don't know. We'd have to, I guess, replace that whole disconnect. We'll leave that up to the property people. But gotta get this evap coil cleaned, and I'm gonna try and see if I can clean out the drain line. I'm gonna do it like how I've been seeing a lot of people online do it. You put your shop vac outside, and then, you know, just pour a whole bunch of water down there. All right, I will admit I've been having some vacuum issues. I can barely hear it. We're just gonna dump this in here. And as I hooked up the shop vac to the drain line, I realized whether I adjust this or not, it needs another vent pipe, because it technically still is a trap after that first trap. I still need to put the vent there. And since we're the last people here, I don't want to, you know, leave it and it mess up, and then, you know, it gets blamed on us. So yeah, my shop vac is just not, it's just not been doing the job lately. So that's one thing I'm definitely gonna have to do, is adjust that drain. And I guess since I'm gonna have to cut open that pipe in there and then add a vent, I'll go ahead and just extend this out anyway. Fun. But it's gotta be done. Look how good I got that evaporator coil. Just with a little bit of brush and the spray can of that no rinse stuff. I'm gonna probably have to pick that off by hand, but I mean, the rest of it looks like a whole completely different coil, which is what I was shooting for. Oh snap, I wonder if I can, let me flip the camera around. Let's see how bad, if the camera can focus, how bad the blades look. They just look really dusty. Not too caked up. I mean, I'm feeling them. Move my thumb out the way. I'm feeling them, and they don't feel caked up, but you can just see the dust on the edge of the blades. We'll make note of that on the invoice, but I'm just gonna straight pipe this and then let that go down. So that way, at the end of this, it's just going to be one natural P-trap. It's gonna go down, doom, doom, under, come up and pop out that way. And that should work. No vent pipe, nothing. It'll just be a natural little P-trap, kind of what I guess is normal in Florida. flash off. Oh, of course. I've been enjoying using Measure Quick. I guess the more that I'm using it, crazy how that works, right? Going off of the pressures, everything seems to be fairly okay. The subcooling is a little bit high, but the pressures and everything seem to be fairly spot on. This started out lower, and I mean the system was also off when I first started the system up. So and I think the coil was still wet. So it started off, the needle was like back here, and it's just, you know, gotten to this point and it's kind of stabilizing. The indoor unit has been off, and there is a fairly high heat load in here. But this needle started out over there, and it's slowly getting over there. So it seems like aside from the subcooling being high, the system's doing a little bit better. That superheat was lower. It was in the blue range when I first started. I'm still going to let the system run for a little bit longer before I make any real final judgment call as to what needs to be done. But this is what we're working with here. And the temp split's pretty darn good. The airflow for this being a 2.5 ton, I mean, it's in the green, but it's definitely on the lower side. And for anybody wondering where the probes are at, I've just got the return right there. I don't know if it makes a difference. Like, should I have put it in the actual return area? What is this? This is also a 16 by 25 filter grill opening. And then I've got the supply right there. And I don't have the probe like over the air handler. I've got it up, like pointing up into the plenum. Just go look and see if that drain is draining. And it is. We got consistent flow out here, which is what we want. I don't want to take it all the way out there. Just doing that little bit is really enough. It's way better than what it was, because it was just, again, laying down in the dirt to the side. That was just stupid. That would have been a very easy way for the drain to get backed up, all the dirt getting wet and then flowing back into the line. I've seen a bunch of drains like that around here lately, to the point where I've been like doing the whole Florida thing, where, I mean, my boss would probably just put a condensate pump and pump it all the way out. I've just been making them into legitimate, like, gravity fed traps, just like I did with this one. You know, not putting a P-trap inside and then letting it just gravity flow out, just making the whole drain into a P-trap till it comes outside. And it's working. So we're just gonna leave it like that. As far as cleaning the condenser goes, I will definitely say cleaning it from the inside out does make a tremendous difference. But I also understand, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm the first person, I'll admit it firsthand, I don't always do it from that way. Should I? Yeah, but I'm just being honest. I don't always do it that way. And I think it's probably just literally due to laziness. Goodman units, no, I refuse. I will not. You'll see me wash those from the outside in all day long. At least the older Goodmans. These newer ones that they were coming out with, we almost installed a Goodman heat pump condenser this morning, but the local Johnstone is out of the R410A ones, you know, due to the whole new EPA thing. So we weren't going to install a R32 one because we just weren't going to do it right now. But the new Goodmans, you know, they have like the removable fan motor top piece without having to undo that whole top. I hate those. Yeah, I mean, already I go way above and beyond what my boss even wants us to do with condenser cleanings. So I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this. They did want me to, I gotta pick up my trash. I had to come over here and redo some insulation on the line set right here because it was just deteriorated. I mean, like every couple inches I saw just bare copper, no Armaflex. and then that's pretty much all dried out. Whenever this gets, you know, a new, I mean, it's a 2019, but at some point that section of lines of Armorflex is going to have to go as well. So, all right, so I've let the system run for a little bit longer. The subcooling's still around 15. Liquid line, these two numbers are definitely indicative of an overcharge, considering that the subcool for this condenser or for the system needs to be around 10 degrees. I guess, you know, you guys have been telling me about Measure Quick's fault issues, and we've got two. The maybe overcharge with refrigerant does seem to be an issue, but the sensible capacity part could be due to that the fan blades in there being slightly dirty, because low airflow is a potential issue with that. So without, you know, making sure that the system is clean or the fan blades are clean, I don't want to just jump the gun on that. I mean, 9 degrees of superheat isn't bad. It's still in the green, but it's on the lower side. 22.2 degree temp split, and I think I started with the system reading like 70. What did I say? Like the thermostat was reading 78 in here. The return bulb or return probe at the return grill right now is reading 72 degree air. We've dropped 2 degrees since I've been here. I think I'm just gonna leave it and notate everything at this point. I mean, they're not gonna pay me to remove some, add some, whatever the heck may be. We just gotta let them know, like, hey, there are still, we cleaned everything that we said we were going to, where we monitored the system, and these are some leftover things that we may have to do if you want it running in, you know, super peak condition, but the system is cooling at this time. Man, I really wonder if this is if it's a fan speed thing. Oh, didn't mean to touch that. But as far as this inspection goes, that's it. I'm gonna call it. Oh man, I was going to get my label maker to put labels on the unit, and I have no label left in here. Oh wait, no. Oh yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Well, guess this just gets my stickers. All right, guys. So that's pretty much gonna do it for this service call. I guess just really a maintenance and inspection. The only reason I really went as hard as I did with that drain line was because I didn't want to have to come back for any drain issues. Considering, I don't know if this is like false summer we're going through right now, but or like summer part 2. These last couple days have just been very humid, in the 90s or low 90s, and I noticed that just had a drain issue of some sort, and I just wanted to get it resolved. And I didn't think really putting a vent in there would do anything, because then I'd still have to make the vent higher than, you know, the another port on the system. So I was just like, you know what, skip it. I'll just go ahead and make the whole thing a P-trap, really. So system's cooling. I would hate to, especially with how dirty that evaporator coil was, I would hate to know how bad the pressures and everything would have been had I not before I cleaned it. But I knew what they were asking of me to do, so I just went ahead and just did that stuff without taking before readings versus after readings. Ooh, excuse me. If you guys think I missed anything, or any more tips to give me for how to better use Measure Quick, or better, I guess, do drain lines, anything so to speak, just go ahead, drop it in the comment section below. I do my best to read each and every single one you guys send. Even if you guys go back like 3, 4, 5 videos and drop a comment, I'll do my best. I may have to rewatch the video for like 10 minutes to figure out exactly what the heck went on that service call. But I do my best to respond to each and every one of you guys, because you guys take the time out of your day to watch my cringy videos and, you know, leave your 2 cents, which I'm grateful for, because that 2 cents adds up. But with that being said, I will catch you guys on the next video. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Everybody stay safe, everybody stay hydrated, and yeah, that's it. Catch you later.